Hold on. Hold on, I almost got banned from YouTube. Nobody included this context, by the way, because once you get this context, the woman's reaction is way more reasonable. None of this got reported on. It was insane.
She's straight up racist, totally.
Wait, she should be fired for this.
He's only watched like, did he even finish the full clip? Oh God, you're coming here to give me the ultra trigger.
From the black guy's point of view, if it really was his bike.
Is this the full original video? Minute 30 seconds?
Help! Help me! Please help me!
Not your bike.
Please help me!
Lazy sounds like a fun racist game show.
Nice.
Please help me! Help! Please get off me!
Hey, what the fuck is going on, bro?
Yo, don't not take him, bro.
Now you're not getting the bike, bro.
Hey, now you're not getting the bike, bro.
Help!
You're not getting
Get
the
off
bike.
me,
I'm
dude!
not. Bro,
Why you took his phone? What's wrong with you?
You're not
Don't touch
touching
his
my
phone.
phone.
Do not touch his phone.
I'm not touching you. You putting your stomach on mine.
Watching your older debates in
Dude, stop.
particular Kyle
Dude, stop.
outside of the US, do you consider what he did morale?
I don't know why that took so long to read.
No, I said no. I said sit down.
Please help!
She's just crying.
Love your
You're
work,
not
Destiny.
crying. You're not crying. I got
Stupid.
I got
It's
you on
my
video.
bike.
Wait, you pulled it out? Hey, Hasan, you pulled it out? Hasan, Hasan, you pulled it out?
This is my bike. It's on my account. Please move.
All right, so why don't we reset the bike?
I'm not resetting the bike.
It's his. It's his. It's his.
Reset it. I'm gonna pull it out on your account.
You're active. This is my bike crying. She's fake crying. Stop fake crying.
Hey, stop touching me. I don't touch you.
Hold up.
Hey, stop touching me. Stop touching me.
Why don't you take this bike?
Stop touching me.
I will. I can't.
Exactly. So take it. So take it.
You're stupid ass. Out of here. Dumbass.
How are you doing, my favorite Cuban American
How you
streamer?
stop
El Conquistador. Destiny DGGL.
crying? Not a tear came down, miss. Not a tear came down.
Okay, here's my reaction watching this full clip for the first time. If you had any strong opinion about anything about this, you're probably retarded. I have no idea what the just watched. What is happening? How did anybody determine anything from this? Wait, what the I'll watch it again. Jesus Christ.
Help!
You're not getting
Get
the
off
bike.
me,
I'm
dude!
not.
Why you took his phone? What's wrong with
I don't know why she takes his phone there. If she's pregnant, I don't know why she's fighting over a city bike. These are like $5 or $10 to rent. If she's a nurse, she probably has the money to rent another one, right? I don't know why you would like impose yourself here, but oh yeah, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm a dumb. If it goes missing, you're right. You have to pay for the whole bike. I think it's like anywhere from I think it's like $500 or something, right? Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's true. Oh, 1,200. I think around here they're like $600 or $700. Why can't they just pull out their phones and see who has the receipt? Like this seems like such an easy problem to solve right now. I'm so confused. Yeah, I don't know how you could come away with such a strong opinion about this video.
Your recent performance on the Whatever podcast was stellar. I've received TikTok clips of you from friends who don't watch related content. Congratulations.
Yeah.
P.S. I'm excited for your new podcast.
I'm a master debater.
Any particular
okay?
topics you're excited to cover?
Anything but red pill shit, please. Okay. Now our good friend, with no context, she does look crazy.
After an investigation, it was proven the black guys were trying to take the bike.
Nice. I'm sorry, but you're retarded. There's no way that you can come away from this thinking that one side was clearly right or wrong. This is like a cluster of a video. It's a random 1 minute 30-second cut from a video. We don't see how it ends. It's unlikely we're seeing the very beginning. I have no idea how the you could come away with a strong opinion about this video.
Look, it's impossible in these sorts of situations. We weren't there. We don't know everything that happened beforehand, but it does appear that her tears came on very fast and then disappeared.
Buddy,
okay, I'm just gonna keep saying this. Hold on. I almost got banned from YouTube. I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. This is just my feeling. Okay, this is my feeling. If you want to do internet commentary, if you want to be a bona fide certified internet commentator on issues like this, you should have to sit down and watch 1 to 6 hours of people getting tortured, abused, or whatever, so that you have an understanding of what humans look like when they're in traumatic situations. Because Too many people are conditioned by movies to think that there are certain responses that people give when they're in stressful situations. Too many times do I hear people say like, oh, why are they crying? Why aren't they crying? Why are they smiling when they're supposed to be nervous or scared? I hear so many comments and it's like, bro, because the reactions that you're looking for are like, oh, like that's, people react when they're stressed out in so many different ways, bro. There are the gamut of reactions that humans have when they're in insanely traumatic or stressful situations is wild. You wouldn't believe it. And I think that if you want to, like Adam 22 laughing with the gun pointed at him, yeah, the just when people come out, they're like, huh, like those tears came out real fast. Like, yeah, she could have been fake crying. She also could have been holding it in, and she's also pregnant. So who the fuck? And she also could have been in her period. Who the knows, right? Like, I've seen people that are incredibly emotional in their period. I know that women are incredibly emotional, especially as you start getting towards the end of your period, pregnancy, right? There, people cry or don't cry for all sorts of different reasons. My ex, she would cry sometimes when we fight, and she wouldn't even necessarily be sad. It was just like a response that she had sometimes. I hate it when people just are this really quick, like, ultra psychoanalyze, like, oh my God, those tears were fake. I'm like, people did it in the Rittenhouse trial. In the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, we're like, oh, that kid is definitely fake crying. The motherfucker was 18 and like killed 2 people. What the fuck do you mean it was obviously fake crying? Do you think this guy is like the fucking American Sylvester Stallone, like Rambo First Blood? What do you mean you can't believe that he would be traumatized? Like I said, 1 to 6 hours, forced viewing. You should be forced to watch it. And then, once you've had that exposure, then you can enter an opinion about whether or not you think somebody's reaction is a real authentic reaction or not. Because I don't want to hear somebody who's only been conditioned by watching fucking movies telling me if a cry is realistic or not. Could that lady have been fake crying? I haven't read, apparently it turned out that it was all fake. I haven't read that yet. But like, she could be fake crying. Maybe. Or maybe not, but like, there's no way you're gonna tell me that minute and 30 seconds that you have like ascertained. And also, the thing that I say every single time, I said it with Steven Crowder, I'll say it here, that you don't have to have a take immediately. You don't have to have a take right away. You can wait 1 day. You can wait 1 day for more information to come out. It's okay. You don't have to jump to conclusions. Not only do you not have to, believe it or not, it might be detrimental to do so. And another thing, you motherfuckers are fucking racist. And another thing, and I hate that this is true because I love slurs. I like all types of slurs, okay? But I'm not a hateful person. I say that shit, just clown it. When people sit here and they virtue signal me about slurs, and then you guys bring up that, Karen, y'all motherfuckers are genuinely racist as fuck towards white women. And it's actually fucking insane. Now you guys do the opposite shit. Anytime you see a white woman, she must be instantaneously guilty of whatever the you're accusing her of based on a minute 30-second video. That shit is crazy. It's actually insane.
Does appear that her tears came on very fast and then disappeared even faster. It looked like, you know, what we've seen in instances like this. You have the racial component of,
you have the racial component. It reminds me of that poll what was that article that we read about why the one that we read that had to do with conservatives and liberals, with conservatives being happier in general than liberals, that like, I think white people are the only demographic of any demographic on the planet that hates themselves more than any other group of people. White people are the only ones that do it. Black people are smart enough to hate everybody else more than them. Hispanic people are smart enough to be racist against everybody else. Asian people are smart enough to be racist, not white people. White people literally hate themselves. It's actually unbelievable. It is actually unbelievable. Bro, you're not getting any points here, okay? Nobody's keeping score. You don't have your little self-hating report card where you're getting an A+ for throwing your own kind under the bus. Oh, this was the, I should find out what study this comes from. Mean in-group bias by race or ethnicity. Scores denote mean differences in warmth between in-group and out-group feeling thermometers. I think this was measuring how you feel about your own racial group versus other people. You probably should have, a normal person will probably have some in-group preferences, right? Like, black people tend to have warmer feelings about black people than other people. Hispanic people tend to have warmer feelings about Hispanic people than other people. Asian people tend to have warmer, but white liberals actually hate themselves. Like,
a white woman attempting to elicit some sort of response by kind of over-exaggerating the situation that's actually happening.
I was just thinking of this one.
Oh, you're gonna show the dog! You're gonna show the dog! You're gonna show the dog video that everybody got mad at because they didn't get the full story on this one either? By the way, if you saw this video and you thought it was just a crazy white woman being a crazy white woman, she was being about 40% crazy. But what you didn't see in this video was when the black guy posted the video on Facebook, he even wrote in the comments, I told this white woman I was going to offer her dog treats to abduct her fucking dog. Like, yeah, no shit, she was fucking nervous in the video, but none of that got reported on, even though the black guy put that part in his original Facebook post.
Woman, yes.
Exactly. Like sort of implying like, I'm in danger, everyone. Do what you do when a white woman is in danger. And
It's actually so cocked. Do you have the Facebook post with the dog abduction statement? Here we go. Central Park this morning. This woman's dog is tearing through the plantings in the ramble. Me, ma'am, dogs in the ramble have to be on a leash at all times. The sign is right there. Her. The dog runs are closed. He needs his exercise. Me. All you have to do is take him to the other side of the drive outside the ramble and you can let him run off leash all you want. Her. It's too dangerous. Me. Look, if you're going to do what you want, I'm going to do what I want, but you're not going to like it. Her. What's that? Me to the dog. Come here, puppy. Her. He won't come to you. Me. We'll see about that. I pull out the dog treats I carry just for such an intransigence. I didn't even get a chance to toss any treats to the pooch before Karen scrambled to grab the dog. Her. Don't you touch my dog. Nobody included this context, by the way, when this video went viral. Because once you get this context, the woman's reaction is way more reasonable, by the way. Wait, have we not talked about this on stream? Was this something I looked at off stream? Because the video for the white woman looks insane. She's just like screaming and trying to call the cops, and everybody's like, oh, white woman trying to call the cops on a black dude. But the guy posted this on his Facebook before he posted the video. But none of this ever got reported on. None of this got reported on. It was insane. This is like the McDonald's hot coffee lawsuit with the old woman who was stupid and burned herself with the coffee that used to get misreported on until everybody's reverse jerked about that. So her life got ruined? I'm pretty sure she got fired from her job, I think, and she got full-on doxxed and everything. Like, look up the testimony on page 9 of this. That guy had a history of being aggressive with dog owners at that park. You know what? And the sad thing is, based black guy, because I hate dogs too. They shit all over my apartment. They piss all over the sidewalk. I hate them, okay? However, the white woman was reasonably upset that a guy hated her dog and was making comments like he was about to kidnap her dog. Okay, so like the white woman was within her rights there to be upset about it. To pull this as some crazy race thing is so insane to me. The May 26, 2020 statement announced that Franklin Templeton terminated plaintiff's employment as a result of the defendant's internal review. We do not tolerate racism of any kind. The statement on Twitter was liked by over 277,000 people, meaning that probably got, what, over 100 million impressions, do you think? During the week of the incident, the New York City Commission on Human Rights launched an investigation of the interaction and sent a letter to Amy Cooper requesting her cooperation. The commission has the power to fine violators of the law, award financial damages to victims, order training on the New York City human rights law, and order community service. The Central Park Civic Association asked New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio to ban Amy Cooper from the park. She got charged with filing a false police report, a misdemeanor with a maximum penalty of up to 1 year in jail. Lesser sentences can include community service. In February 2021, charges against Amy Cooper were dropped after she completed a 5-session educational and therapeutic program focused on racial identity. Do you understand how much you're asking of white people? Like how much black people and white people are asking of white people to tolerate insane shit like this and not walk away mind-fucked? Like, it's actually unbelievable. And she lost her lawsuit against wrongful termination. Christian Cooper was a bird watcher with a history of aggressively confronting dog owners in Central Park who walked their dogs without a leash. It was Christian Cooper's practice and intent to cause dog owners to be fearful for their safety and the safety of their dogs, and he had a history of doing so to people, including to one African-American man who wrote in national media stating, "When I saw that video, I thought, I cannot imagine if he approached plaintiff the same way, how she may have genuinely been afraid for her life." I guess it does make sense that he's a history of doing this, because he says in his own Facebook post, I pull out the dog treats I carry for just such an intransigence. So I guess it makes sense. Do you think that it was reasonable from what you know of this situation for her to call the cops? Here's the deal. Like, you could make a meme out of this. Like, you've got the minds of all the white liberals in the room. Let me set the stage. A woman is walking alone. She has her little dog with her. A man approaches from the darkness. The woman looks around. She has no friends. It's night outside. The man is approaching quicker. What should the woman do? Every single person in that room raises their hand immediately. Oh, call the cops, call a friend, blah, blah. But then as soon as you say, by the way, it's a white woman and a black man. Oh, whoa, hold up. Wait, oh, well, that changes everything. Hold up. Wait. Whoa. You didn't say it was a black man and a white woman. Hold up. Like, it's unbelievable, dude. Give me a fucking break. Full context, the birdwatch chick is still dead wrong here. No, it's not. If somebody's at the park and their dog's on a leash or off a leash and they're not supposed to, then call the cops or call the park authority. Or I don't know who you call for. I'm guessing it's Central Park if it's New York, right? Call whoever's supposed to deal with that shit. What are you gonna do? Go kidnap dogs? Wait. Extraordinary Birder with Christian Cooper coming soon to National Geographic Wild and Disney Plus. Bro, this is some clown world shit. Lifelong birder Christian Cooper takes us into the wild, wonderful, and unpredictable world of birds. Wasn't it wrong for her to mention he was black to the cops? I mean, again, like, I feel like there's got to be a skit about this. There's got to be a skit where there's like 3 people standing in an area and it's 2 white people and a black people, and you're talking to like another black person. You're like, oh, that's my friend over there. And he's like, which one? And you're like, the one with the brown eyes, the curly hair, like, well, hold on, which one? Like, wait, come on. What are we doing right now? Seriously? There's got to be a skit. There has to be a skit like this. Oh, I think we've watched this exact skit. I think when I have asked for it before.
They can ring you up right over there.
Thanks so much.
Did somebody help you with this?
It's right over. She's not there.
What did she look like?
She's dark hair, pretty, beautiful, smooth skin. She had arms.
Arms and legs?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, I got sidetracked here by this guy's astute analysis. My bad.
Happening.
I was just thinking of this woman. Yes.
Exactly. Like sort of implying like, I'm in danger, everyone. Do what you do when a white woman is in danger and a black man's around. Do that thing.
Like, bro, it's 2023. You're acting like it's like 1941 Alabama or some shit, like, Jesus, or like the 1800s. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God, bro. Calm the fuck on. Remember though, if a white cop kills a black guy, that's white supremacy. If a black cop kills a black guy, that's also white supremacy. It's white supremacy all the way down. Of the entire 36,000 member police force, 47% are white, 53% are members of other minority groups, 43% are non-Hispanic white. Of the entire police force, 47% are white, 53% are minority group members. Of the ones on patrol, 43% are white, 57% are black, Latino, or Asian American. Whatever. I don't know what the breakdown is of the 57%. 57% of the whole police force are BIPOC. True. Anyway, okay. Where were we at? With my wonderful...
I don't know this person. I don't know. I'm just expressing...
Here's the dog park clip.
He now steps in after seeing this video and hearing what Amy Cooper was saying to a stranger.
There is an African-American man. I'm in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog.
Chris Cooper in Central Park. Amy refused to put her dog on leash, which is the law. She called police falsely claiming a black man, Chris, was threatening her.
See that? Falsely claiming he was threatening her, but he was threatening her. He was threatening to take her dog.
Since been fired from her job, wasn't arrested, but officials are demanding police do more.
I am not okay today. That woman was so comfortable in her privilege that even being recorded.
Implying like, I'm in danger, everyone. Do what you do when a white woman is in danger and a black man's around. Do that thing. I don't know this person. I don't know. I'm just expressing...
At least he qualifies it a little bit, I guess. I'll give you like 5% props.
This is sort of what we've seen in videos like this. Now, look, it matters because if he did pay for that bike and she takes it, supposedly according to their terms of service, he could be charged up to $1,200 plus tax. If it's his bike, it's his bike, even if she wants it to be her bike. Emma, what do you?
But what if it's her bike though? Do we even like stop to consider that for a microsecond? Like, couldn't that be the case? Could it be her bike? Maybe. Do we even consider that might be possible?
What do you think?
I mean, I ride city bikes, which is clearly what they're using there, and it's not that hard to figure out. If you're doing it on the app, it'll say which bike and which. It'll have a label at the docking station for which bike she's in reference, or they're both referencing. So honestly, it should have been pretty clear to her. But
why pretty clear to her? Why not pretty clear to them? Like it's funny because the implicit bias is here, but it's actually against the white people, right? Like, is there even like a minute that we consider like maybe they were the ones at fault? And also, by the way, because we'll look at this later, I've heard that apparently she was in the right. I don't know, but like I'm just asking, like, wouldn't we consider that maybe they were actually the ones at fault? Is that possible?
She's in work clothes, so my first thought was, is she drunk? Like, is she? I don't know, but she.
What? I hate her so much.
She just seemed really out of it, and.
I wonder if she has videos on Steven Crowder's wife where she's like, she's pregnant. Women who are pregnant can't make any decisions or do anything. And now when another pregnant woman shows up, it's like, is this bitch drunk? I bet she injects alcohol into her fetus for a slow release throughout the day. This demented white woman. Like,
she's straight up racist, totally.
I can't. Oh, dude, this is why I do the red pill shit. This is actually it's actually easier to deal with. I would take Ben Shapiro. I think I would take Ben Shapiro's takes over this any day of the week. I'm pretty sure I would. I'm pretty sure Ben Shapiro will give me more insight into these situations than like I would. I think if a stranger came to me and they were like, "Who should I listen to for politics?" I can either listen to the Majority Report with the worst women on the planet, or I can listen to Ben Shapiro. I'd say, honestly, probably Ben Shapiro. But his takes on like economics are going to be crazy, and some of his social issues are going to be a little bit out there. And he's religious, okay? But like, at least it's not these lunatics.
But there was.
She's clearly racist. She's clearly racist. She's clearly racist. Not like me, who went to a $40,000 a year grade school.
Drunk? Like, is she? I don't know, but she just seemed really out of it, and
she's in a nurse outfit, bro. Our entire hospital system has been strained to the wire for like the past 10 years, for like the past decade, bro. COVID only made it worse. This bitch probably just got off work at a 36-hour shift. Yeah, no shit, she's 6 months pregnant. There's like a million reasons why she could be out of it in this video, and she's surrounded by 4 or 5 men who, if they were white, you would immediately be saying, wow, one woman surrounded by 5 men, even in broad daylight, that's a scary situation. They could immediately rape her with no recourse because everyone around them is part of the patriarchy. They can immediately beat the shit out of her because men are predisposed towards violence and nobody would say anything because of bystanders. Wow, they could probably punch her and run and the cops wouldn't do anything, but because they're black, everything changes. Because they're black, everything changes.
She's straight up racist, totally. But there was like, she wasn't really making a ton of sense, which was bizarre. And
nobody in that video was making. Bro, I watched the video twice and I have no idea what the is going on. And I bet this stupid fuck hasn't even watched the video once because it wouldn't surprise me. Miss. Don't you know what continent Egypt is in? Like, are you even allowed to talk about black people at that point?
Which continent is Egypt on, Ben? Facts over feeling. Ben Shapiro doesn't understand that, like,
north of.
What is she about to say? Hold on, was she about to say the most retarded thing I've ever heard her say? That's a really high bar. She wasn't really about to say what I think she was just about to say, right? There's no shot. There is no shot that she was actually about to say what she was just about to say, right? There's no way she was gonna say that. There's no way she was just about to say Egypt is in Africa, so everybody was black like in the movies. There's no shot she was gonna say that. There's no, I I am being unfair. Listen to me. I am unfair because I do hate this person, okay? I'm being unfair. There's no way she was going to say something that stupid, right? There's no way she was going to say that. She couldn't have possibly been about to say that. There's no way. There is no way.
That's being parochial. Not the guy that can't go on a map and see which continent is Egypt on, Ben. Facts over feeling. Ben Shapiro doesn't understand that,
It's
like,
the north of Africa.
Good job, Bradley. He doesn't seem to understand that, you know, his own fanciful.
I don't buy. Okay, I can't believe she said that. Egypt is in Africa. I can't believe she actually said that. I feel like you shouldn't be allowed to say anything about people that are lighter skinned than, or the darker skin than I am. Like, if you're gonna say something that stupid, holy shit.
Or like, this is my bike. Just go to the other bike stand, the little docking station, and get your own.
So do you think? But like, okay. Does she think it's Mortal Kombat that the white woman was like, I'm gonna fight all 4 of these dudes off for this bike and I'm gonna steal it from him? Like, is that her thought process? Is that what she think does she think that's what the white woman is gonna do? Oh yes, her private tuition was over $40,000 a year for grade school. I was not exaggerating.
It's not that difficult, but yeah, I mean, the white woman fake crying thing, I could do it too, but and then you just turn it off.
Okay. The majority report chooses, if you think I choose bad female representation on my stream, the majority report consistently chooses the worst women on the planet. Who's worse, her or Jamie? Honest to God, I'm gonna say she's worse than Jamie, because at least Jamie owned it, okay? Jamie had this like alt goth girl. Jamie like walks into a room and I'm like, I'm about to hear the shittiest fucking commie takes of my life from this crazy fucking goth girl. I love it. Oh, yes. Hit me up with that crazy anarcho commie stupid shit, Jamie. Whatever. But there's something about, you know, I'm only saying that because I've got Emma in front of me now. Maybe if Jamie was here, maybe it'd feel different. I hate them both. You know what? I don't know, actually. I think I just hate them both. I think I just hate them both. And Sam Cedar is so much better. Sam Cedar is so much better than all of these people. When he's at his best, Sam Cedar is one of the like best people in progressive media. One of the best people in progressive media. And as much as I didn't like him, even Michael Brooks was pretty decent.
But
it's convenient.
I would not deploy it in this kind of situation, but that's what like when you mentioned the Central Park bird watching thing, that was exactly the same situation there too. And you see how even liberal cities like New York, very divided along racial lines, and white women often, and it's a tale as old as time, exploiting their perceived innocence. Go back to Emmett Till.
Is there a comparison? I think what's happening, I think these guys are fans of mine. I think that Sam Cedar is actually a huge DGGer, and I think that when they go to do like their pre-show notes, they're like, bro, we're gonna say the wildest shit. It's the chemistry scene for Bring Band. We're gonna get Destiny so wound up on stream today. We're all gonna get some shit to drink. We're gonna get some nice ass whiskey. We're gonna pop a cold one, and we're gonna sit back and we're gonna watch Destiny stream today when we get our bot accounts to spam link him our fucking clips in his YouTube channel. That has to be what's going on.
Or deeply racist ends, and this, at least on its face.
Destiny, to be fair, she's saying this is a pattern, like with Emmett Till, of white women demonizing black guys. Sure, it's extreme, but if she was correct on the analysis, it would kind of follow. One woman doing it in 2023, and then one woman kind of doing it in 2020, and then Emmett Till in like fucking 1950 whatever? No, that does not make a pattern.
Yeah, she, so far as I have seen, hasn't put out any kind of statement. We don't know her. We don't know what she's said and done in her past. We don't know what she believes about anything. We know what it looks like, and it doesn't look good. That's what we know. She says in the video that she's pregnant. I don't. That doesn't rule out the possibility that she could be drunk. It seems like.
What are these? Like, what are these assumptions? What are these wild assumptions that were made? Did she come off as drunk? Did she look drunk? Do these people know what drunk looks like? What indication was she? Where is the drunk narrative coming from? Did I miss a part of the video?
Probably not in that case. It looks like she was in her scrubs. She works at a hospital, by the way, Bellevue, I believe, which says that it is looking into it now. They've said, we're sorry this happened. We're reviewing the incident, committed to providing the highest quality of care to all New Yorkers with dignity, cultural sensitivity, and compassion. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. But when I see things like this, it just reinforces for me, like, people should never interact. Don't go outside, don't talk to people, because everyone's the worst. It never helps anyone when we interact with each other. We should just stop it altogether.
I'm gonna give you guys the same take I've given that all of you motherfuckers hate me for, and you've all hated me for it, and I don't give a fuck, because I don't think it's changed in like 12 years. I had this exact same feeling back when I was doing carpet cleaning. I'm pretty sure I said on stream back then. I'm gonna give the exact same take, okay? When you work for a company, you are on the fucking clock. When you are off the clock, fuck you, okay? Why the fuck should a company have any say over what you say on your social media, on your fucking Twitter, on your Facebook, and your fucking DMs? You're not getting paid off the clock. Why the fuck are you getting policed off the clock? That shit should have never gotten normalized. I blame all you motherfuckers for playing into that shit. Who the fuck cares? If you show up, you do your job, treat your coworkers well, you're not gonna get along with everybody. Everybody says some shit in private you don't like. It's so cringe, the policing people for their social media behavior. God, I can't believe I was traveling for this, because I think that I would have watched the initial video, and I think I would have given my same take. I would have been like, I don't know what is happening in this. I still don't know what's happening in that original video. I cannot believe that people were so keen to jump to these outrageous conclusions with such limited information. I think it was because she was in uniform, right? Otherwise it wouldn't be okay. Maybe I'm biased. I feel like I see people in their scrubs really often outside work. I don't know if nurses like travel or whatever, but then I guess if they weren't in their scrubs, I wouldn't know. But I feel like it's pretty common to see people in scrubs before and after work. But
is this an opportunity for me to demonstrate how not racist I am? This lady tried her best to weaponize her tears, but she realized it wasn't going to work. She switched it off and acted like nothing happened. This should be criminal. What's happening?
Help me! Please help me! Not your bike. Please help me! It's not your bike. It's not your bike. Please help me! Help! Please get off me! Wait, what the fuck is going on? Please get off me! Yo, don't take it, bro. Now you're not getting the bike, bro.
Of course she would be a nurse. Dude, nurses are fucking psychotic. I swear to God, nurses are like female cops. That's like the female...
Okay, wait. He was onto something. Nurses are psychotic. That is true, okay? But probably for good reason, okay? But also, female cops? Wait, what does that mean? What is that comparison? What does that even mean? Do you remember what I talked about when I feel like I made this bullshit up and it wasn't supposed to be profound or whatever. Do you remember when I made up that concept of webbing? It's like, okay, well, woman, bad. What's bad? Like woman, race, cop, woman, cop, nurse, woman. Oh, she's a woman who is a nurse, and that's like a female cop. Now, cops can already be female, so that statement doesn't even really make sense. But we've webbed her. She's like a cop. Like, what? Did he say female cop, or did I make that up? Hold on.
Of course she would be a nurse. Dude, nurses are fucking psychotic. I swear to God, nurses are like female cops.
Okay, yeah, nurses can be male and female, and cops can be male and female. What does this statement even mean? It's such an insanely crazy statement. Like I don't even know what this means. I don't even know what this statement means. Like female cops.
That's like the female version of being a cop, where you're a horrible, abusive piece of shit, and you get out of school and you want to like have control over people's lives.
They're nurses. They literally do have control over people's lives. That's their job, Vaush. That's what they're supposed to do. That's what their job is. What?
I have no idea what's happening. The black guys like rented these little like city bike things, and then she's just trying to take it, and she's like faking a problem. Vaush, no, my mom is a nurse. Okay, your mom's...
Why do we just instantly assume that the white guy is the bad guy? This is literally the progressive caricature. Like, do people not understand that you're doing the thing that conservatives said you were gonna do by pretending all white people are evil?
Specifically is fine. Depends on the nurse? Yes, obviously it depends on the nurse.
Why you took his phone? What's wrong with you? Don't touch his phone. Do not touch his phone.
I'm not touching you. You putting your stomach on my head.
You're hurting my fetus, my unborn child.
No, dude, stop. No, dude, stop. No. I said no. I said sit down.
Please, she's just crying.
You're not crying. I got you on video. Wait, you pulled it out?
Oh, did one of the guys say, are you drunk? Is that why they assumed that she might be drunk? Because one of the guys said it?
Hey, Hasan, you pulled it out? Hasan, you pulled it out?
This is my bike. It's on my account. Please move.
All right, so why don't we reset the bike?
I'm not resetting the bike.
Wait, hold on. Am I crazy? Or was I just not paying attention at all the first time? I feel like I'm hearing more this video clip than I heard in the last one.
The bike?
I'm not resetting the bike.
It's his.
Okay, fuck. Okay, now nothing I say is gonna matter. I would've been fighting against all of lefty Twitter of how fucking racist I am. The white guy here suggests, why don't you reset the bike? And the black guy says, I'm not gonna reset it, it's on my account. Now, I've only used these city bikes a few times, but my understanding is if you just put the bike back in, it'll reset it if it's been out for like less than a minute or two. You make it charge like $1 or something, and then you can just do the app again and take another bike out. Why would you not just reset the bike? That sounds like the most obvious take. I didn't hear. I was focusing on what the other guy was saying before. That makes the guy sound really guilty. They did that before. Likely the bike is in his account. Hold on. What do you mean the bike is in his account? When the bike is re-racked, unless, let me qualify it again. Hold on. Let me qualify it again. Maybe the city bikes don't work the same in all places. But in Miami, if you put the bike back in and you reset it, then the bike isn't on anybody's account. The bike is just parked. Then you would go to the terminal, you'd put in a card, and then you would cash out another bike. You'd type in the number and you do it. But bikes aren't like saved to your account or anything like that. Nico, I see what you're typing and it's retarded, okay? I know that you're spamming your shit, but it's just the most retarded thing in the world. Your take about being off the clock in your social media channel, your job is weird. Look at the Ja Morant situation with the NBA. The fact that you're comparing NBA players to like normal corporate employers is retarded. That's why I'm not responding to your stupid statement. When you work for the NBA, you're literally contracted. You're a representative of the entire division. Okay, it's not like being a random middle manager that works at Soft Tech USA. Okay, holy shit, Jesus, stop. Oh my God, Ja Morant. I don't know what the guy's name is. Okay,
It's his.
I wonder if there's only one bike left here, and these guys are also like fighting over the last one. We don't really see a lot of the video, but I wonder if that could be part of this too. Maybe.
Context for real. The black guy, they rented the bike, and then the white lady came over and just wanted to take it, and then
why would you assume that? Why would you just assume that? That's like such an evil assumption. Like, in your world, is this really how evil white people are? Like a white person? This is like a Carantos level troll take. A white woman just walks up to what, 3 or 4 African American men, like, I'm gonna steal your bike. This is revenge for Rosa Parks. I'm not gonna let you get out of here with this bike. This is mine by birthright. This bike in this country belongs to me and my European ancestors. Like, what does this take?
And just started shouting help. This is so petty on her part. It's not petty. She's trying to steal the bike and or get these black guys arrested. These women, this woman is either a sociopath, a racist, or both, and it's just trying to like nab simultaneously a free bike and also just get some black guys arrested. It's like this is an attack that could literally endanger their lives.
Okay, also, sorry.
Is she mentally ill? No, she knows what she's doing.
I'm pulling my Bill Cosby card out here. Listen, I don't care who you are, what you look like, or where you come from in the United States of America, and there are a lot of proud black men who would agree with me, because I knew it, because I grew up in these Lutheran communities with these black conservative dads. And you know what those black conservative dads would say to you? They would tell you that if you get in trouble with the cops, it's your fault for being in some place they're not supposed to be, okay? I'm sick and tired of this attitude that black people are getting indiscriminately killed everywhere by the cops, okay? This is an insane narrative. Stop with this cringe shit, okay? It's 2023. It's not 1924, okay? Black people are not getting gunned down by the cops at random in the street everywhere, okay? It's like 13 unarmed black men a year are killed by the police. People think the number is like 5 million, okay? Progressives think more black people are dying to the cops every year than Matt Walsh thinks kids are getting trans surgeries, okay?
I don't think we have exact numbers, but it's, if we're talking about the drugs, it's, I mean, millions.
How many people have had this done?
Depends on what. I don't think we have exact numbers, but it's, if we're talking about the drugs, it's, I mean, millions.
Millions? How did you do a whole documentary on this and you're like 4 orders of magnitude off? Millions of kids on puberty blockers? Millions? Millions?
You're talking about hormone blockers?
Yeah.
Millions of kids have been on hormone blockers? Really?
I'm sure someone's going to fact check me on that, but my guess is that we're into the millions now at this point. Yeah.
You know what? I actually am glad he said that. That is your guess. That truly shows what your state of mind is and how disconnected you are from reality, if that's what you feel, right? I like asking engaging questions like what is the percentage of people that you think are this? And somebody's like, 98% of people probably feel this way. And it's like, okay, well, we looked at the data and it's actually like 12%. I think you're a little bit disconnected, buddy. Millions of children on puberty blockers? Americans think 21% of the population are transgender? That can't. What? I would have to. I'm curious where this polling data comes from. No way. That's insane. I can't believe that.
That's a very small number, if that's right.
It says over the last 5 years, there were at least 4,780 adolescents who started puberty blockers and had a prior gender diagnosis.
This says it's kind of undercounted, but
that would be a big undercounting.
Less than 1,000 people a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would guess, hundreds of thousands at this, but I could be wrong.
You did a whole documentary on this, didn't you? How do you not have any background information at all about any of this? Did you do any reading, any research, anything at all? That's where we're at right now in the national discourse. That's where our conversations are. That's what they've devolved into. All right.
That bike was paid for already by the guy, by the way. If she doesn't return it, he'll be charged $1,200. Oh, it's one of those where you can't just leave it anywhere. You have to bring it back here specifically. It sure is crazy that if you're a black guy, like at any point in time, a white woman could just lock onto you and just decide to like ruin your life.
Like, why would you just assume it's her problem? This is literally, there's no way that I can make them understand. This is the exact same thing that Klansmen would do to black people. There's a black guy walking over there. He must be oh, white woman, danger o'clock. She's gonna try to get a random black dude killed. That's like, oh, see a black person. He must have just robbed somebody. He's in a nice car. He stole it. He's walking someplace where he shouldn't be. He's looking for a place to break into. Walking from some woman's house, probably raped her. Like, he's actually like the race swapped version of that.
Yeah, she like instantly stops crying the moment she realizes it's not working. Yeah. White woman extinction button went. Jesus, seriously. Some Emmett Till shit.
Why does the... Why is that? Okay.
Oh? Wait, is this in... Oh, this is New York City. Wait, she should be fired for this.
He's only watched did he even finish the full clip? Oh God, you're coming here to give me the ultra trigger. I'm ready to be fully racist now. I have been promoted to the racist council, okay? And I've been awarded the full rank of Klansman, so what do you want?
I just want to know what about this situation pisses you off the most.
The thing that pisses me off the most is that the reverse racism in the country is where everybody's fully on board with it. And it's the cringiest, most fucking virtue signally cuck shit in the world.
I agree with you 100%. So for me, watching this, it reminds me of like you brought up Jussie Smollett, but what it looks like is happening here is the race I guess, what do you call? Oh, the race agitators. I'm sorry, my mind blinked for a second. Tariq Nasheed, he's a straight up race agitator and has no stock in this game other than to like just fan the flames of the race, thing. This is very simple, open and shut. Like it's not. She's the only one that's provided receipts in this. She's the only one who's tried to show her side that that she was in the right. So, and she's pregnant. So I just have a different like feeling about this, looking at this. And it's not. I don't know. So
how did we trade Jesse Jackson? Okay, for all of his faults for Tariq Nasheed. Okay, what deal was made here? Okay, they got
too many gullible people with no fucking idea about what racism actually is and what it actually looks like. Like I don't understand how anybody can look at this situation and say, oh, that lady's being racist. That lady's being like anything other than scared in that situation. So let's just look at it from her point of view. If it really was her bike, and you got these, what was it, 4 of them, 5 of them, black kids up in her face, like I like am more cautious around black men than I would be around a pregnant white lady. So like her fear is not irrational. It's not like
Jesus. Okay, now
no. Her fear her fear is not. Let's be real. Like, women, first of all, are afraid of men. Like, let's just take the black part out of it. If it was 5 white dudes surrounding her and like cursing at her and calling her stupid and saying her baby's gonna come out retarded and all that shit, she'd be scared. Now add on the extra, stereotypes of black men in this country. I'm just looking at it from her point of view. I can understand why she would be scared. I'm not saying it's right or wrong or anything. I just, trying to look at it from her point of view. From the dudes, from the black guy's point of view, if it really was his bike, why are you gonna sit there and fight and tussle and jostle with a pregnant lady over a rented city bike, right? Like,
yeah, the thing that I'm confused about on all sides, and this includes the woman too, is I don't know why everybody wasn't aggressively just trying to like, let's just reset the bikes and then move on. My only thing
and then
is
just move on.
Yeah, I don't know why people didn't like, but maybe there were like limited bikes. I'm not sure. Apparently, there's a lawyer statement that I haven't gotten to yet. But yeah, I don't understand why anybody was freaking out over this. But who knows? But okay.
Yeah, so the Tariq Nasheeds, they're the one that's really pissing me off with this. Not her or what she's doing and trying to keep her job. It's just it's crazy. So yeah. Oh yeah. So it sounded like you didn't know who Tariq Nasheed was, and I just
I am very familiar. He's
okay. Yeah. Race agitator. All right. I just wanted to just drop in and just say that real quick. All right. Thanks, Destiny.
Be careful, bud. Bye.
You too.
Okay.
Genuinely, like, if you see one of your nurses, a person who holds the life of patients in their hands, and you see this insane psycho fucking sociopath shit, she should be fired immediately. Okay, here's a statement from the hospital. Want to see if she's...
Like, I hate that people like this have a voice. I actually is so damaging to politics in general. Like, Vaush is like a massive L. Like, if you are a human being in the United States, Vaush is hurting you.
We've recently become aware of an incident that appeared off campus. One of our employees, we're sorry this happened, are reviewing the incident. Okay, so it's nothing. Great. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck there is to review.
I like how he says, like, so it's nothing. Like, somebody getting reviewed for some racist bullshit in the United States in 2023 isn't guaranteed to get their asshole exploded and fired like 17 different ways from Sunday. Like, probably gonna lose their 401k revoked. Like, it's like, oh, just a white person being accused of racism. Like, no big deal there. I'm sure nothing will happen. Like, we don't have a whole history of shit like that happening in the United States. Like, bro.
Is it all right to call her a crazy white lady? Yes. I hope she better get fired. Oh, they had to pin this, yeah.
Off of
Maybe there was something that happened before the video started. Why are people...
Why would you assume that? Why would you assume there could ever be more context? It's a white person. What kind of context could ever make a white person look any better? Clearly, it's fucking Satan incarnate. It's a white person. What, like, context? What, context? More like cuck text, am I right?
Well, this seems like pretty one and done. I mean...
Do you remember the video? Can somebody give me the video where Vaush is like, look at how the cops were trained to plant evidence? In the video where the cop wasn't planting evidence, Vaush was like, look at how he subtly is trained to move to the side. They probably practiced that move to plant drugs in black men's cars. I'm like, bro.
You can see from the behavior in the video that she's acting like a psychopath, faking crying, faking shouting help. The bike was in the guys, like the guy, it was the guys, like that's why they all had phones out recording her. She just randomly took one of the guys' phones because she didn't want to be recorded lying, obviously. Even the evidence we have right here makes it really fucking clear what she's...
Really fucking clear? I gotta watch the walk back on this one.
You gotta record every police interaction, my friend. Now this cop is trained. Take a look at the cop. Look at this. See how the cop turns his chest away from where he's throwing that? That's because he doesn't want his body cam to pick it up. He turns his chest away from it. See? Chest facing that way, drug plant happening this way.
Like, when your mind is at this level of delusion, and it also shows you, these types of videos should be shown in psychology classrooms to show you like how perfectly we can start to invent and create fact out of nothing when we have a certain bias working in a certain direction. Because once your mind gets down a certain road, you can start to find patterns in everything if you look hard enough for it. But like people don't even realize you can do this shit. I guess like I should probably be more clear about this, but when I'm watching a video and I say like, oh, I think I'm really predisposed to hate this guy, like I really do genuinely mean that. Like there are times when I'm watching a video and I'm worried that like, I really hate this dude. So maybe I'm like mishearing this, or maybe like that is something I worry about. But like some people seem to have no care in the world. Like,
ordered lying, obviously. Even the evidence we have right here makes it really fucking clear what she's doing.
What did the walk back on this sound like? I can't imagine. Okay, wait. So what is the actual evidence? Somebody link me the news story now. Attorney for New York City hospital worker slams media after viral bike dispute. Without question, she's been defamed. Okay, so keep in mind that this is the attorney for the woman, so of course she's going to present her side of the story as favorably as possible, just to be aware of it. But the attorney for the New York City hospital worker at the center of a viral bicycle dispute said his client is in hiding because her life and job are being threatened over the encounter. Sarah Comrie, a physician assistant at Bellevue Hospital, is branded a racist Karen by media outlets and social media critics. Also, by the way, this is what I said before, like memes and everything like aren't fun anymore. Like, it's so funny because we did this, I guess actually now I'm old enough, I've seen the pattern play out twice, right? So in the early days of the internet, all of us were racist and hateful because we weren't actually racist and hateful. We were just trying to say some extreme shit to get a rise out of people. You call people the N-word, you call people the F-slur, but the reason why it was funny was because we obviously knew it was wrong and stupid and you shouldn't say that. That's what the joke was, right? You just called somebody the N-word because he cannon rushed you in a game of StarCraft at 5 a.m. before school, okay? That's funny, okay? Because we are probably some pasty fucking white, because back then only video game virgins played these things, okay? So that's why it was funny. But the problem was that as time goes on, now you've got people that are actual white supremacists and actual Nazis. And now when you go on the internet and you make edgy jokes, you don't know if you're talking to some dude that just bought like 7 extended mags for his like murder journey fantasy that he's about to play out in some city in the United States. So it's not funny anymore. Because now when you're being racist on the internet, there might be some dude that's actually adding your lines to the next page of his manifesto. So it's not funny anymore, right? So it's like, okay, well, so I guess the racist humor and all that shit, now it has to go because now it's not funny anymore because now these people are crazy. But at the very least, on the progressive side at the very least, we also had our own brand of racist humor. It was funny to make fun of white people, funny to make fun of Karens, funny to make fun of women, white women at least, funny to make fun of these people. That's all well and done. That's cool. But now we've hit a point to where that's not funny either. Because when I say things like, oh, I hate women, oh, Karen is a slur, blah, 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 it actually is. Like, now you're actually at a point where people are seeing white women and just assuming that they're actually guilty of crimes. Where the Karen shit, and I think I even said this a year or two ago, didn't I argue that like Karen is basically a slur? Now, keep in mind, I like slurs. So that doesn't mean you shouldn't say it, okay? Slurs are fun. Knock yourself out. Just know that some people are going to be mad, and you can probably use these words in racist ways. But hey, listen, as long as you're careful and the wrong person's not hearing you and you're being whatever, knock yourself out, okay? But Karen is just like Gusano, just like whatever the else you want to say. Karen is cracker, whatever. Karen is absolutely a slur for white woman, okay? Yeah, and now we're here. And it's just like it's so crazy. It's so stupid. Destiny, I think you said Karen was racist/sexist after a few weeks in 2020 when it became popular. Yeah, maybe. Her attorney, Justin Marino, explained on America's Newsroom Friday that the 6-month pregnant healthcare provider just ended a 12-hour shift and was trying to run a bike to go home. Marino said Comrie started to back off the docking station after paying for the bike on May 12th, and the man confronted her, claiming she was taking the bike they'd already reserved. Around that time, these individuals were claiming that was their bike. Someone pushed the bike while she was on it back into the docking station, so it locked again, he said. Comrie claimed that she had paid for that specific bike, but after the argument, put it back in the docking station and rented another one. Marino said he had 2 receipts that proved this client was telling the truth, with serial numbers that matched the bicycles in question. He said Comrie sought an attorney because she was fearful she would lose her job over the encounter. After the video went viral and Comrie faced online accusations of racism, Bellevue Hospital put her on administrative leave pending a review of the situation. Better hope you don't have a they-them reviewing the case, because if so, you're out of here. Bellevue Hospital called the incident disturbing and reaffirmed their commitment to providing an environment free from discrimination in a May 16th tweet. This article actually has receipts. All the lefties are talking about Emmett Till because the woman who accused him died recently. Nice, based. Destiny, Karen is not a slur. It's a behavior exhibited by crazy people. Let me point you to a very famous skit by comedian Chris Rock in 1990-something.
This is not your bike, repeats the young black man standing next to her who says he just rented that city bike. His friends standing around.
Oh, keep in mind, when they say black in the media, that's with a capital B. Please don't get offended, okay? We literally refer to black people with capital letters. No, in the New York Times style guide, black is supposed to be capitalized, I believe, when they say, oh, they did right here. Black, young black men is with a capital B. You're supposed to capitalize the B now. I could be wrong, but you don't do it with white people. I'm not making this up. This is the style guide. White woman is in lowercase. Black men, the B is capitalized. I'm not joking. I don't make this shit up, okay? It's clown world. That wasn't just a random thing I said. That is the style guide. That's like the AP style guide or whatever for fucking how people write articles now, okay?
560-3915. We asked City Bike to confirm her rental and if anyone else reserved it around that time. Marino says that's impossible.
That confirms that the bike she was on was definitively rented by her.
We don't know for sure what happened before this video started. Marino says on Saturday.
Attorney Ben Crump.
Okay, hold on. To be clear, I don't believe that a receipt would confirm that. To confirm it, you can't talk to the attorney. You would have to talk to City Bike, because it is possible that they rented it and like fucked it up and returned it, so they had the same receipt saying that they'd rented that bike. That is possible, right? That is a possibility. We don't know without City Bike issuing a statement on it. Okay, they could have had a receipt saying they had that bike, but they either accidentally redocked it or something, you know.
Tweeting, "This is unacceptable," and she grossly tried to weaponize her tears to paint this man as a threat. This is exactly the type of behavior that has endangered so many black men in the past.
Who is this happening to now? Do you know who the biggest threat is to black men's safety in the United States? It's not white women, it's other black men. Like, why are we so fixated on this? Why the are we so fixated on white women trying to get black men killed by black cops in New York City? Like, what the is what is the fascination here? Like, this is literally, it's this moment.
I, Cleveland Brown, a black man, shot Cleveland Brown Jr., another black man. You want to make the media go away? Just mention black on black crime.
It's literally this. Like, it's a stupid joke, but it's actually true. It's so cringe. Destiny, only black gang members are at risk by other black gang members. Normal black men are not. It's different. I don't want to sound rude or mean to you, but I know plenty of black guys that would never be in a situation where they're fighting with a pregnant fucking nurse for a city bike. You know what they'd probably do? They wouldn't do the black thing. They wouldn't do the white thing. They wouldn't do the man thing. They would do the normal human thing, and they would go, oh, why the fuck are we fighting over a bike? I'll rent a different bike. It's really easy. Like, I don't know how the fuck you find yourself in this, even in this stupid fucking situation. How crazy this is. What a crazy situation to even fucking be in. Holy shit.
This woman lives in her building.
That woman lives in this building with me?
Another neighbor.
like she's like...
This woman lives in her building.
That woman lives in this building with me?
She's acting like she's one of the assassins from Kill Bill, and they just found out the woman is still alive and she's next on her kill list. Like, bro, come on.
Another neighbor who knows the woman in the video told us off camera he believes the incident is being blown out of proportion. But this neighbor says the young man...
Notice how they say off camera because this guy doesn't want his life to get destroyed next.
It's clearly like a Karen, a Central Park Karen.
Central Park incident where a woman walking her dog called 911 on a black bird watcher.
Says she's viewed as a victim because she's white, and she thinks that. That's obvious in this America that we all live in.
Like, this is the most diverse country in the world, and I think we probably do better with race relations than any country in the world that has the level of diversity the United States has. It wouldn't surprise me if New York City had like the most... Do you think New York City is like the most diverse per capita city in the world? I'm trying to think of like comparing it to like London or Paris. Like this lady literally lived through Jim Crow, okay? Like this lady, either herself or her dad, probably literally had a person at the bank say, sorry, you can't buy this house. Your skin is too dark. Like, get the out. And today she's like, this country is the worst country in the she didn't say worst country, to be fair. I'm strawmanning her a little bit.
New York City hospital Karen paid for city bike at center of viral fight with black man. That's evocative. The lawyer for a Manhattan hospital.
The thing that I hate, I hope the comments are this. I like how Vaush somehow gets credit for giving wrong coverage initially by virtue signaling to his crowd. And now he's going to get credit for like being honest and updating the facts. Destiny, you're overreacting the same way conservatives do about trans stuff? No, I don't think so. I don't think I am overreacting. I think that this narrative like shoots out of the media a lot. And I feel like you see this type of thing happen over and over and over. Like I feel like we could probably do like 10 or 20 stories if we sat down and brainstormed for a little bit, and the entire country will like ubiquitously defend it.
Hospital worker accused of taking a city bike from a young black man who claimed he paid for the two-wheeler provided receipts that he says show she was the one who purchased the ride. Center of this. The Bellevue Hospital employee who was branded a Karen on social media afterwards rented the bike first. Lawyer Justin Marino said in a statement to the Post. He also provided...
Although, if you want me to be fair, because that's what you come here for, I will say the race baiting on Twitter has gotten fucking insane. I don't know if that's an Elon Musk thing or whatever, but depending on what's in your Twitter feed, I feel like you get like a steady stream of black people fighting somebody constantly on Twitter today. It is wild. I don't think it's by design, but there's probably like bad actors that are co-opting Twitter now because the enforcement is a little different or the culture is a little different. The blue checkmark guy spamming, wow, check out this crazy video, black high school student fighting. That shit is wild.
Provided 2 city bike receipts from May 12th, which were timestamped just minutes apart. The first receipt reviewed by the Post showed the bike being taken out before it was relocked 1 minute later, which Marino said is the bike seen in the video.
These are still isolated incidents, just like the drag queens reading in classrooms. Dude, I'm a minority myself, and I understand the virtue signaling by Vanish and other morons, but don't stoop to the conservative levels. No. Hold on. This is not an isolated incident. I don't know what you're talking about. The trans drag queen stuff is an isolated incident. So I will fight with conservatives that talk about trans drag queens. The thing I'm being critical here right now, though, is not the isolated incident of the white woman and the black men. It's the ubiquitous panning by media about the white woman and the black men. So I'm fighting against the same thing. You understand I'm doing that, right? I'll shit on conservatives like Matt Walsh for saying there's 5 million kids on HRT, and now I'm shitting on liberals for saying that white women are trying to call the cops to get black people killed all the time. That's the problem. The problem is the coverage by mainstream and alternative media. I really don't like the phrase mainstream media as a derisive way to refer to the media to show how bad they are, because every single problem that mainstream media has manifests 100 times worse in alternative media. People act like the branding mainstream media says it's bad, like alternative media is any better. Alternative media is fucking dog shit, 1,000,000 times worse than mainstream media, and mainstream media already has huge problems.
The second receipt shows another bike being taken out a minute later from the same docking station that was the bike Marino and said his client used to get home after being heckled and pressured to find a new bike. The hospital employee, who Marino said is 6 months pregnant. You're hurting my fetus, my unborn child. She's 6 months pregnant? Physician assistant. was placed on leave by New York City Health and Hospitals this week after a heated encounter with the men emerged online Saturday and has been viewed tens of millions of times.
Destiny, you're right, but it's the monolith of mainstream media. No diversity. I'm sorry, dude. No offense, but there's no diversity in alternative media either. Everybody is a f***ing ideologue. If I go to red pill communities, I'm getting a red pill take, right? Unless they're having some weird infighting themselves. If I go to like an anti-establishment media, I'm getting an anti-establishment take. Like all the alternative medias are pretty much lockstep with their particular fucking ideologies, just as much as the f***ing mainstream media is.
I suppose Insider would be better than New York Post. It was her bike, lawyer Justin Marino said in an interview with the Insider on Thursday. Marino said the bike was pushed back into its docking station after a young black man and his friends told the woman that the man had already paid for the same bike. She had reserved it, and then they pushed the bike back into the docking station, preventing her from taking it out again. Another receipt provided to the Insider shows payment for a second city bike.
Yeah, I wish that, like, you know what? Honest to God, I will say one thing. That gives me a little bit of hope. The community notes system on Twitter is really good. That's a really good idea. It's just a really good idea. I don't have anything else to say that. That's a really good idea. There's something that I said before. I'll stand by this till the day that I died. Till the day I die. I think there was even a cop video we watched where I don't think we ever got any more context, unless there was some way that it resolved. If you see a video and you see 30-second video or a minute video, you are seeing the part of the video that they want you to see, okay? Do not ever draw strong conclusions from videos that are less than like a minute long. It is so stupid to f***ing do that. It is so stupid to do that. Do not draw strong conclusions from short form media, especially that's posted by people that by people that want you to believe like their particular side of the story. Like, it is such an obvious pitfall to avoid. It's so obvious.
Huh. That seems pretty bulletproof from her perspective. Did you make a video on this story? Yeah, does that mean these guys, the black guys, are trying to manufacture like Karen outrage shit for social media outrage?
Yeah. Oh my God. Am I a tool for this machine? Am I complicit in being a fucking subhuman fucking piece of shit that's working as a microphone for the worst fucking people in our society?
Watching this video with no outside context makes her look insane.
He's so close. He's so close. Yes. Vaush, you're so close, Vaush. You're so close.
But if it is true, which it seems to be, unless the lawyer is just like making shit up, which would be wild, that she originally reserved the bike and then these guys pushed it back in and were just like heckling her and harassing her and like filming her and basically trying to get this kind of interaction, then the article also mentions there was a clinical error from the company renting out the bikes. What?
I didn't see that. Was that true? We could go back and read if that was true. I didn't say that anyway.
Wait, what the f does that mean?
His chatter lied.
They both got assigned the same bike in the app. Are you wait? I need a receipt right now for the company saying there might have been a clerical error.
Yeah, why not ask your chat to prove that?
The first article said he bought it first. Okay. No, they said
his chat is just making shit up.
She bought it first. These articles are saying that she was the first one to rent the bike. It's just so strange. Assume chat's wrong.
It's just, I like how Vaush is like, I don't understand why somebody would ever do this. Vaush, you're the reason why people do this. Because they know that if they do it, racist f***s like you will cover for them and then amplify their message. You are the reason why. It is your fault. It is you.
Unless they provide receipts. Yeah, so I'm going to believe the stuff that the lawyer is saying here because I can't imagine it being a good legal strategy to just fabricate that.
I wonder if he like bleeds off viewers for this shit. He should. Like, It's actually so gross.
That's pretty dumb.
Like when shit like this happens, are there some people like, I don't think I can f with this guy anymore. Like that was too cringe for me, Chief.
It's pretty easy to check stuff like that. She comes off as unhinged in the video, but maybe these guys, the black dudes around her, are deliberately doing this because they're trying to. I
like how he's acting like he's stumped, like he's so insightful. He's like, it's so crazy. Like, one would watch the video and assume the opposite conclusion as to what the fact of the matter actually was. Like he's like detective dipshit. He's like actually thinks he's Sherlock fucking Holmes. He's like, could it possibly be that one would mislead a person? Would one go on the internet and simply fabricate lies to further their own reputation? It can't be. Is it possible that the men that posted this video acted with malicious forethought and they misrepresented the situation? Like, why, like, okay, maybe he is autistic.
We all know what kind of attention this is going to get. Videos of white women freaking out around black guys get millions and millions of views because...
Did they think there was possibly a social media reward for them to fabricate this interaction, knowing that people are predisposed towards hating these white women and calling them Karens in these interactions with young African-American men? Like, is he in the Mind Palace right now?
People are all familiar with the Karen archetype, and this woman does come off as kind of unhinged. So did they just luck out? Do these guys like deliberately heckle her and then try to provoke a reaction in the hopes that they could turn this into some gigantic, you know, into some gigantic online attention thing?
Dude, I'm done. I'm traveling again in 3 days. I'm gonna go to London, Wales, talk to my man Zizek. I actually just, like, I'm not even like that smart. I really am not. My IQ is probably like a little above average. I'm 105 IQ, okay? But I feel like the king of the fucking Mensa students walking around among these fucking YouTubers. I can't even, dude. It's unbelievable. This is just like so stupid. It's just stupid.
IMO, if she's legit distressed. Okay, if she reserved the bike first, then she's completely off the hook.
But why didn't you even consider that there a minutia of a possibility? Why didn't you even consider that initially? Why didn't you even think for a microsecond that maybe could have been possible? Why not?
And it seems like the lawyer is saying she reserved it first.
Like,
which means she's off the hook.
Keep in mind, initially, he said this was open and shut and she should lose her job, right? Now remember, when one considers a person's behavior, universalize it to all of society. When people lose their jobs, it's because of people like Vaush. Remember, he is a fucking terrorist, okay? Unironically, people like Vaush are the reason why. Because if somebody like Vaush wasn't a YouTuber, but instead they were somebody that worked at the hospital or somebody that was media for somebody that, like, these are the people that propagate these stories. These stories only survive and thrive because of people like Vaush.
She's out of there. She's out of the park. The only thing that I can think of that would exonerate now all the black guys here would be if there was some kind of mix-up or API problem, and they tried to scam.
Oh, he's a programmer now. The APIs. Are we doing Elon Musk software engineering now? Well, the APIs. What do they do? Some crazy shit sometimes. Like, are we gonna talk about microservices next, Vaush? Like,
and the bike earlier thought they had it, but they didn't, and then she scanned it, got in, and they thought that she was taking.
I'm being critical right now. I'm sorry.
Their bike that they had already reserved.
Looking into this.
That doesn't sound very likely, though. The double booking thing is not impossible, but it's not likely.
No, record him. Help! Help me! Please help me!
It's not your bike.
Please help me!
It's not your bike. It's not your bike.
Please help me! Help! Please get off me!
Wait, what the fuck is going on, bro?
Please get off me!
Yo, don't not take it, bro. Now you're not getting the bike, bro.
Now you're not getting the bike. Help!
You're not getting
Get
the break.
off me,
I'm
dude.
not. No,
Why you took his phone? What's wrong with you?
You're not touching
Don't touch his phone. Do not touch his phone.
I'm not touching you. You putting your stomach on my head.
My dude, stop. No, dude, stop. No. I said no. I said
What is this guy saying? I can't hear him that well.
On my head.
my dude, stop. No, my dude, stop. No.
Why does at no point she clarify she paid for it? Because if the story is that all these guys walked up...
And also keep in mind, we don't know if she clarified, right? She might have said it before the video starts rolling. Or we might not have seen... we might not have seen what happened before they started recording even. Wait, this is my original take. Oh, hold on. God, am I about to be a fucking prophet? Is Jesus about to come down from the clouds and reveal that I was the next prophet?
That's
the next
some shit, and it drives me fucking crazy. I'm like, oh my God, why are you using this argument? It came up, how do you feel about Karen?
2 years ago.
Are you asking me genuinely?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Karen is not a slur.
Oh, okay, yeah. So like, here's one. Okay, I think it's probably just not a good idea to make fun of people based on their gender or based on the way that they look. It's just probably
you do that all the time.
Wait, what? Wait, when was the last time I like made? Oh, well, aside from the "you're white" thing that I'm doing now, which to be fair, is hypocritical. No, you know what? You're right. That is true. That is true. Okay,
you are. It is true. And like I said before, it used to be funny to make fun of people for being white because it was funny because it triggered the fuck out of white people, and I did it all the time. However, I did that assuming that we didn't actually fucking hate white people. But guess what? Over the past few years, you know what I've come to realize? A lot of people do hate white people, especially white people. So now I don't say it anymore because now it's not funny anymore. Because now when I say fuck white people, a whole bunch of people actually unironically hate white people. I am doing it there. But in general, like, if somebody were to ask me, like, are you seriously defending this as like I'd be like, no, this is kind of a shitty thing to do. Like, I'll admit that. But at least I admit that, like, yeah, you probably shouldn't say white people, shouldn't say Karen. Okay.
People, dude, all of the old arguments that us gamer bros used to use for calling people the N-word or the F-word, people are wheeling out all those arguments now to defend Karen. Oh, Karen can actually mean anybody. It's not just like white middle-aged women. Oh, like the F-word, that doesn't refer to gay people. That's just something that pisses you off in game. Or like, oh, Karen used to mean this thing maybe a long time ago, but that's not how we use Karen now. Like, oh, when I call somebody an N-word now, I just mean that they're lazy or a piece of shit. Not a black person. Like, all of the exact same arguments people use to justify social past are being used to justify the Karen thing. Like, wait, what the fuck? Like, shouldn't we be like at least a little bit consistent on this, I guess? But like, I don't know. I think that's very fucking funny to me.
Right, but you're not equivocating the N-word and Karen, right? Like, you understand that, like, come on. Actually,
well, no, of course not. But they don't have to be the same for the arguments to the same. I'm not equivocating the N-word or the F-word either, right?
It's not equivocating, Destiny, you fucking retard. Equivocating is when you're kind of like masking or lying about the exact thing to make it sound a little bit better. So like, for instance, somebody says, hey, did you go to work yesterday? And you're like, yeah, I worked yesterday. But like, work was you drove to work, you clocked in for 30 minutes and then you left. That's like equivocating. You didn't really do that particular thing. You should just say equating.
But like, you can give similar arguments to defend or attack either position. I just think it's funny that we take the same arguments that we shit on when people are trying to defend homophobic or racist slurs. We'll shit all over those arguments, but then we'll wheel out those exact same arguments to defend like slurs against like, say, white people. It's like, okay, well,
God, I was so right.
Pushed her bike back in the thing, thus locking it, and were hassling her. She wouldn't argue with them. She would assume she's being attacked. Like if you were about to rent a bike and then a bunch of guys like went up and put their hands like push the bike back in. It's the way this video is presented. Just she looks so bad in it, like so bad. But a lot of
yeah, that's the point.
Of it is purely like a vibes thing, right? Yeah, I think I'm willing to accept fault on this. I probably shouldn't have come down as hard as I did.
I hate
especially with this.
I hate that he gets credit for this. How many times are you gonna do this?
Video having been uploaded by one of the guys harassing.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock fucking Holmes.
Like, this isn't a video from a third party. This is a video from a first party.
No
shit. One of the people involved. You know.
Wow. Crazy.
The guys are claiming the bike was on their account. The young man again claimed to the woman the bike was on his account and asked her to move before she rented another bike on the advice of her colleague. Again, as in after, like, the lawyer procured receipts? No, this...
What's your take on the New York subway death? I think manslaughter is probably fair. I think it's probably fair.
This was still in the video. This is just from the video. Could she have a case for defamation? Against the guy who filmed the video? Possibly. Maybe not defamation, but damages? It's possible, but I don't think so. To be fair, if she's 6 months pregnant, I imagine it's tough to maintain composure, lol. Yeah, I think I missed that during the original video watch. I didn't remember her being pregnant. But yeah, 6 months pregnant. Like, you're in a pretty compromised state. Man, 6 months pregnant. and like biking back home from her 12-hour nursing shift.
I like how he's so. What happened to the nurses are female cops? He has so much empathy now. I wonder if he got emails from nurse fans who are like, "Hey Vaush, you're kind of being a fucking piece of shit here. Can you tone it down just a little bit?" I'm so curious what happened or what changed. He was calling her a sociopath.
One thing to consider is that this is just the lawyer making statements, so it's also possible he's just laundering her image through news articles and press releases. No, the only thing the lawyer has done here that's changed the entire dynamic is confirming that there are receipts indicating she did indeed have the bike checked out for 1 minute before it got pushed back in, and then took a separate bike like a while later, which they then took back home. That's that completely changed, because then it's like confirmed she got the bike. So she's not like randomly trying to start shit. Did the outlets that wrote the articles verify the receipts? Insider, New York Post. I mean, yes, yeah. That's guys. Let's not be conspiratorial, okay? We're not here to like doubt the info provided by the lawyer. It would be really easy to double check that.
Stupid. The baby gonna come out retarded. How you stop crying?
The baby gonna come out retarded. Jesus.
Not a tear came down, miss. Not a tear came down.
Uh-oh.
The Insider article says the attorney provided City Bike receipts to Insider, saying that they prove it was her bike to take. Yeah, NBC New York also saw the receipts. It seems like a bunch of news outlets have seen the receipts, so the idea that they've been faked is not really...
Not very congruent with reality, guys.
Confirmed then? Yeah. I still find it hard by what he's saying, how he's saying it, that he didn't genuinely think he paid for it and thought it was his. Yeah, I guess...
It's possible.
I guess this might be naivete. 99% of the time, if you see a situation like this, I feel like there's pretty good reason to suspect like the white woman yelling help when it seems like the crowd is like, yo, you're in the wrong here. Because when we see stories like that, when you see stories that go viral online, especially when it comes to confrontations like this and threats of like, you know, like what you might call Karen behavior, or like maybe some white woman is being racist or whatever the fuck else. When you see stories like this, what's important to understand is that new information can always come out that invalidates what you said previously. Even videos that seem like the most objective, like
this guy,
like direct, verifiable, proven, done. Like we
that's what we saw before, Vaush. Is that what we saw before?
You know,
100% verifiable, done.
Oh yeah, it turns out, by the way, this is this other video footage, and there's like 2 minutes of context before it that completely invalidates the perspective, and the other person is actually in the right. Every video you've ever seen of a person like fending off an attacker, like in a lot of them, not to say this actually has happened, but in a lot of them, it could theoretically be the case that a longer video would show that actually they're the defender. I'm reminded of like a court case where a homeless man assaulted a guy walking down the street, and then further investigation found that the guy walking down the street was just randomly pepper spraying homeless people, like just walking by pepper spraying. And one of the homeless guys got up and attacked this guy. So in reality, like the crazy homeless guy who attacked a regular street-walking citizen was acting in self-defense against battery. There's always more info that can come out. And like, it seems like with the info that's come out, she's been completely exonerated.
So maybe like, weren't we maybe a little bit harsh on the whole, like, she should definitely be fired from her fucking job?
Would have to be some insane circumstantial shit to like exonerate the behavior of the guys here.
You want to say the black guys? Did you see? He almost said the guys here. Hold on, am I making that up? I hate Vaush, so I might be making that up. Hold on, let me.
To like exonerate the behavior of the guys here, because circumstantial shit to like exonerate the behavior of the guys here, because if there isn't, then it seems pretty clear that this was all deliberate. This was all manufactured.
Maybe I'm just hearing things. I don't know.
A white woman. In order.
There's nothing wrong with saying black guy. I think it's just funny. He's trying to like so hard to avoid saying it. I don't know. It's funny.
Get a rise out of her. Get a video, and then it just turned out to go viral and got big. You know. And I feel like maybe it's naive of me, but I just watching the video, I didn't think like, oh,
we know you didn't think.
This was just a perfect setup from a.
What was Hasan's take on this?
drama like this. So first of all, it's crazy that like any altercation at any given moment can, one, lead to like those dudes getting beaten up by the police. So if you personally,
oh my god,
think that like her screaming like that is not to like try and get someone to call the cops on them, and that if you think that like those kids deserve to get their fucking asses beat, maybe even killed for this, what I understand is confusion, okay, is ridiculous. It's wild though that any altercation online immediately gets posted with like millions of views, with you know, multiple different viewpoints that turn into like a national news story like that. So the original story was absolutely on the side of the kids. Everyone did the whole like, this is another like,
oh, the secondhand story has already come out,
like you know, Karen trying to get young black kids in trouble with the law. It seems like they are the ones who have ownership over the bike. He's like standing on the bike. Why is she trying to steal it? Blah, 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 right? Then she hired a lawyer who then came out and claims now that she actually has receipts. Her lawyer, Justin Marino, said there's much more to the story than the video depicts. I'm trying to stop the threats to her family by clearing her name and letting people know what actually occurred. Since the video was posted last Saturday, Comrie has weathered an onslaught of criticism and vitriol, with some labeling her a city bike Karen. A Karen is a term for white women who put black men in danger over trivial disagreements. Marino said,
okay, what was Katie's takes on this? I think there's a difference between being a racist versus doing something racist and forced racism. I think in the clip, she seemed composed until her colleague showed up and then started crying, which was questionable. It's possible when she felt she had support, she had a more emotional response. I'm not a mind reader, however. It looked quite fake to me and also stopped suddenly. So that was interesting. The more important part is her calling out help in that manner. And it seemed clear she didn't feel physically threatened since she was literally physically shoving back at the guy. Is this the same Katie? This is not the same Katie that was talking to me about how a woman literally cannot say or do anything in a sexual interaction because she's so fucking afraid of being anywhere near a fucking guy that like she instantaneously locks the fuck up immediately, right? This can't possibly be that same Katie, right? It cannot be the same Katie. It seemed clear she didn't feel physically threatened since she was literally physically shoving back at the guy, but in America, her doing that and a police officer coming around could result in someone getting killed. Also, hot take, as a white person, if a black guy gets killed by the cops, that has nothing to do with you. You should be able to call the cops whenever the fuck you want. You never have to consider if the cops are gonna. That's not your responsibility. That's the responsibility of the cops. The whole reason why we the whole reason why we call cops is so that they have the liability fall if anything happens. That's not for you to worry about. Like, I'm sorry, but like, do I think she's a racist? I don't know. I'm not a mind reader. Do I think do I think she didn't think or potentially cared about the harm she could have helped? Because of a dispute that from the looks of it, it didn't seem to pose a physical threat as disturbing. I don't care. Yeah, she's retarded. Okay.